Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Today Matt and I are going to be talking about affordable neighborhoods in Grapevine. Matt, you want to say hi?
What's up guys, how's everybody doing?
We really just want to dive in because Grapevine is a hot spot right now in DFW, and we want to talk about some neighborhoods for maybe first-time homebuyers or somebody that's trying to come into the market but needs something a little bit more affordable. Matt, you want to start us off on the first neighborhood?
Yeah, so really we're just going to be comparing these four individual neighborhoods. We're going to be going over things like community vibes, what to expect in the individual neighborhoods, how close we are to shopping, even easy access to things like the airport for traveling. So let's take a look at the first one.
Okay, so that first one is going to be Dove Crossing. I actually personally know this one really well. I played tennis at the Dove Park that is right around the corner. These homes are very affordable. They're on the lower side square footage wise, so this would probably be best for a smaller family, young kids. There's also Dove Elementary right there as well. Very walkable.
Yeah, so first you're going to see, and you'll check it out on the map here, Dove Crossing is located pretty much like northwest Grapevine, and it's going to be really, really close to where 121 and 114 meet. And what I like about it, it's really only 10 to 15 minutes from DFW Airport. So, if you enjoy traveling a lot, you're not going to have to worry about that airport traffic just because you are so close. Now, you touched on it a little bit earlier, and just with some of the activities you did growing up there, but more specifically, right, think, pickleball, they've got swimming, soccer, they even have the Dove Water Park. So especially in the Texas heat, it's nice to have access to that for your kids.
Yeah.
And then as far as school districts, right, you're going to be zoned for Dove Elementary, which literally anchors, the whole community.
It does. Like I said earlier, all of that's walkable, and let me tell you, that little water park is much better than when I was growing up. I'm not that old, but it's improved. And for Grapevine residents, it's like $3 to get in. Pickleball is also a new addition with all the exciting times, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great little neighborhood, so we should take a look. Let's go to the next one. The next one is Oak Creek Estates, and that is throwing you on the other side of Grapevine. Matt, can you tell us a little bit about it?
So in this neighborhood, you just want to picture more mature trees that are lining the street. A lot of these homes are a lot more established, so a little bit older than some of these newer communities where you're seeing new builds go up. Fortunately, actually have been updated throughout the years. Some of them, maybe not so much, but with mid-century modern homes, if that is part of your style, you're definitely going to find it there as well.
Yeah, and I think something to always think about, regardless of what neighborhood you're going to, some of these homes that are older, they have fantastic bones and you can get great deals. So even if you're like, oh, I don't want a fixer-upper, it's not necessarily a fixer-upper. It is more of just a home that needs a little bit of modern TLC. But yeah, one of the big draws in that area is Park. It's a very big park with lots of sports, walking trails, things like that. Many people enjoy it. And then you're also pretty close to some shopping areas that Matt's going to tell us about, because who doesn't love shopping?
Yeah, so you have Glade Parks, which is pretty huge. So, literally think of, you got Home Depot. I think they even have a Lowe's there, multiple coffee shops, multiple restaurants. Gas stations, like literally anything that you could think of is going to be in the Glade Park. We actually take our dog to a veterinarian there. So literally everything you could need, and like you said, really close to Park. So it is nice that everything is only maybe 5 to 10 minutes from each other, especially with, as you get closer to downtown Dallas traffic, right? You're not really going to have to get stuck in that going to a lot of places that you'll, be frequently visiting.
Yeah, I really think it's perfect suburbia. You're kind of tucked in, your neighborhood's a little bit more quiet, but within about 5 minutes, you can get to anything that you would need and potentially even want. So that is always a good thing. Let's go to the next neighborhood.
So the next spot we're going to look at is the Grapevine Lake areas. And so if you like a little bit more outdoorsy, if you want to be closer to the lake rather than, like you said, maybe more suburbia, then the Grapevine Lake areas are going to be something that you really like. Right next to the Oak Grove Park and the Lakes of Grapevine area over there.
We don't get very many lakes in Texas. So if you want to take advantage of that, I would suggest looking at this neighborhood. I actually grew up in one of these neighborhoods. It's so sweet. walkable to the lake, but like Matt was mentioning, Oak Grove Park, baseball complex. You've got a couple different parks for kids, volleyball, large soccer fields, and really great fishing. There's also a couple of bars off of like the Gaylord Texan, which is a huge hotel in Grapevine. And so some fun nightlife, but it's nothing crazy. It's more like family style nightlife maybe. But just one of the best accessible neighborhoods, in my opinion. The lot sizes kind of vary. The houses kind of vary because it was established over time. So if you like variety and you love recreation, I would say it's a great spot.
Yeah, and I think kind of in contrast to like the Gaylord Hotel, right? You're maybe only 10 minutes from Main Street, which is very kind of quaint, old town vibes with a lot of restaurants and coffee shops. So again, just quick access to both. And then with all of the neighborhoods we talked about so far, they're really only maybe 10, 15 minutes at the most from the airport.
Yeah, Grapevine itself is not huge. It does have a big population, but the way that the city is established and situated, I mean, anywhere in Grapevine, you can probably get 10 to 15 minutes. So, love it. Do we want to go to the last neighborhood, Matt?
So the last one is the Silver Lake Elementary area. And so this is kind of an eclectic neighborhood. And so what I mean by that is you have anywhere from a really established house or neighborhood to, maybe a lot next door was purchased and now there's a 2021 new build on it. Same thing with price range. There's anything from condos that are maybe mid to high $100,000 range all the way up to 4,000 square foot newer build homes that are in the 800,000 range. So if you like that area, there really is something for everybody. And like you said about the other neighborhoods, because it's in Grapevine, it's still so close to pretty much everything you need.
Yeah. I actually grew up in this neighborhood. So I know even Silver Lake Elementary, I can't really imagine myself that young, but I attended there as well. And it was so much fun. And what I loved about it so much is it was maybe a 5-minute bike ride to the lake, very accessible. Also a 5 to 10 minute bike ride to Main Street, or maybe like a 15-minute walk. And I loved that because Grapevine is very known for its festivals. They like to have one in the fall, one in the spring, and then lots of Christmas activities on that Main Street as well. And what I loved about the neighborhood is, yes, it's walkable, but you're avoiding a lot of that traffic, the tourist traffic that's being brought in during that time. And so you get to enjoy home while also walking and enjoying all the things that Grapevine has to offer. Last thing that just popped in my mind is 4th of July. They always do the fireworks over the lake. Yeah. And because you're so close, you can just walk outside of your house and find a good spot without, a tree in the way, and you're good to go. So again, you're just avoiding a lot of that maybe celebration or festival traffic by being in that neighborhood. Like Matt said, it's very eclectic, which some people love, some people don't. Yeah. I liked the variety, but yeah, one of my favorite neighborhoods, probably a bit impartial because I grew up there.
Yeah, and that neighborhood's, as far as school districts go, and we're going to do this in another video, just comparing the different school districts within Grapevine and a few surrounding cities. But that's going to feed into both Silver Lake and Grapevine Elementary, which are both pretty highly regarded. Yeah. So again, check out the other video if you want to dive a little bit more deeply into the school districts and the individual elementary schools.
Yeah. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments, reach out to us. We would absolutely love to get you more information on the beauty of Grapevine and these neighborhoods.